with noobs or new riders. Mostly, the easiest way to put it is we don't like riding with new riders because we're not sure of how well they can ride. And we know that if they're a new rider, they're going to make mistakes that we've made in the past. And we don't want those mistakes to happen while we're around. Now, a lot of us veteran riders, we ride just as reckless as some of the new riders. But the thing is, we have ridden so long that we understand how our bike's gonna react. We understand what's gonna happen if we do certain things and make certain mistakes, and we understand how to correct it. And typically, when we ride with other veteran riders, we understand how they're gonna react in certain scenarios too. Like these guys I'm riding with today, they have been riding together in the metro area probably for over 20 plus years. I'm sure 20 plus years they've been riding together. I've been around with these guys probably for about 14, 15 years now in the metro. And they understand how they ride with each other. They understand how I ride with them. And we understand exactly what each other will do in certain scenarios. Like that move just now, I know that the guy that made the move, he typically does moves like that. Me, I don't get in those type scenarios as much, even though I can and will go through a scenario like that, only if I have to though. But he makes those type of moves all the time, and I know this. And you get to know that by riding with someone for an extended period of time. It's almost like a dance, you know where your partner's gonna go to. And on the road, I'm comfortable with these guys more than I am with probably anybody else I ride with because I've ridden with them for so long and I know exactly what they're going to do typically when we're riding together. So, as a veteran rider, you like riding with someone that you're comfortable with and you don't have to worry about what's this person going to do in said scenario. So, it makes it a more pleasant ride when you're on the road that you don't have to worry about another rider speeding through on a speeding missile, basically, that could take you out. You know that that person's going to be understanding how you're riding. They're going to look out for you, and you'll look out for them. And that's pretty much in a nutshell why most veteran riders typically don't like to ride with a lot of new riders. If you're out on the scene, you'll hear a lot of veteran riders say that, hey, I'm not gonna mess with a lot of new guys because we know that it's gonna be something that happens. We know things happen because they happened to us in the past, and we understand that. And we're pretty much at a stage now where we don't want that type of stuff to happen to us, even though we ride in a similar manner as a lot of the new guys. We just don't want to have to go a lot of that, unnecessary injuries or accidents if we don't have to. So, there you go. So here's an example of some situations that you don't have to worry about when you're riding with a group of guys that you're familiar with. So you see right in front of me, he's getting over. And he's getting over automatically because it's a car up there. And he know I needs to get over. So he got over a little earlier. And as you can see, the lead rider, he went to the right. Typical move he makes, and we all know this. You see, he got over. Didn't even have to look back because he knew we were going to let him get in. Now, if you're riding with some new riders or noobs, as we call them, you have to look over your shoulder to make sure that they're going to let you in because sometimes they don't. And if you're riding with the riders that you're familiar with, you don't have to worry about that because you automatically know they're going to let you in. got over just now. You have to look. He might have used a hand signal. I don't know if he did on this one. Sometimes he does, but either way, he was getting in. So now we're getting up on traffic. And this is typically when you have to worry when you ride with new riders in traffic. See, he typically busts out and goes. I'll typically drag behind and hold up any traffic that might be trying to push through to encroach on our space. Now, typically when I'm around with these guys, they know if I'm behind and I get over, the traffic that's behind us, they're not going to shoot up past us and run into one of the bikes, because I'm typically always going to get over and block that space. Whereas if I'm around with some new riders, they don't always realize that I'm getting over so I can block the space and get them into the hole. And with these guys, they typically know that, and they just keep riding because they know that I'm blocking the lane so nobody else can come up. So hopefully that helps some of you young riders out. Hopefully you don't think that we dislike you or anything like that. We've just been through that stage and we know what comes with it, and kind of at a stage now where we try to stay away from that type of stuff. But either way, hopefully you stick with riding, get to the point where one day you are a veteran rider, and one day you'll be riding with the veterans. All right, guys, later.